Hey there, it's Ash here from FITA-U Performance Center, and welcome back to this final part of our video series on how to beat the bulging waistline in isolation. So in the first two videos, we went through what makes up your total daily energy expenditure. So essentially, it's more than just your exercise that helps you to maintain your body weight or lose body weight. There's a few more components to it. And we went through the basal metabolic rate and your incidental activity in the last video. In this one, we're going to go through how the type of training or how your training plays a role in your total daily energy expenditure, as well as the thermogenic effect of the food that you eat. So with your training or exercise, whichever way you want to call it, it depends, I guess, on what type that you're doing is going to determine, I guess, how much energy output you have. Each different type of training has pros and cons to it. And you generally find that with something that's a bit more of high intensity, a lot more, I guess, like cardio based, where your heart rate is being elevated up a lot higher for a period of time, you're going to have a greater energy output. So if you're looking at, say, doing a high intensity session for 45 minutes, where your heart rate is at, say, 70% of its max or beyond for that time, you're going to burn up a lot more. But then also in saying that, is it going to help you to build muscle mass, or is it the right training to help you build muscle mass? Which then comes into your basal metabolic rate. So obviously the more muscle mass that you have, the more your body is going to naturally just burn up when you're doing nothing. So the type of training that you do, yes, there can be pros of getting more energy output during that time of when you're training, but then also does it have a long-term benefit? So you find like a quality strength training where you are lifting, some good weights. It's got some good intensity to it. And you're also, I guess, creating some stress on the muscle fibers, and then they've got to recover and grow, and you build more muscle mass. You find that obviously your muscle mass is going to increase, your basal metabolic rate is going to increase, which is really important because given it makes up such a big component of your total daily energy expenditure. So again, your training, if you do miss a workout in a day, it's not the end of the world. And you can, I guess, there's other areas that you can focus on to helping you to ensure you maintain your body weight or being able to lose body weight. The other area is the thermogenic effect of food. And this is something I guess a lot of people don't probably really understand or know much about. But with your thermogenic effect of food, you find that a higher protein, when you've got higher protein intake, your body will naturally needs to burn up more to process it. So there's a better thermogenic effect happening within the body. And this is why it's really important to hit your protein targets each day. You generally find a good, I guess, reference is between 1.5 to 2 grams per kilo of body weight. So that's how for your protein intake. So say, for example, you're someone who weighs 70 kilos, you should be eating between, upwards of 140 grams of protein per day. So 2 grams of protein multiplied by 70 kilos equals 140 grams. Now, this doesn't mean 140 grams is 140 grams of just chicken breast. 140 grams is of the protein macronutrient. So in 100 grams of chicken, you've got about 25 to 30 grams of protein in it. Say like a protein shake, a good quality whey protein shake, it's about 25 grams. So you can see there, that makes up about sort of 50 to 55 grams just in those two types of food. And then you'd obviously have a little bit more to go to hit 140. So thermogenic effect of food does play a role in, I guess, your total daily energy expenditure. There's a few other foods that also help to create a high thermogenic effect, certain vegetables and things like that. That's an area I'm obviously not qualified to really, I guess, go down, but I did want to, I guess, touch on it. It is something that plays a role in your total daily energy expenditure. So once again, the exercise or training that you do, if you're missing, you're not going to the gym or you've missed the workout for the day, it's not the end of the world. There is other things that you can do to, I guess, ensure that you're maintaining where you are, or potentially improving by, either increasing your incidental activity or maybe making sure that you're hitting your protein targets, getting enough thermogenic effect in your diet. So it's not just all about making sure you're smashing yourself every day with exercise, or if you have missed your training, it's not going to be the end of the world. So I hope that gives you a little bit more of an idea of how it all comes together and what your total daily energy expenditure is. Any questions that you may have, simply pop them below or send us a message. We'll be happy to help out.